So today's project is the front sunroof. Previous owner put some type of stuff on here, and I'm assuming it was leaking. Probably one of the drain lines was filled, clogged up, or they can break off of the tray on the inside. And I'm assuming it was leaking, that's why I did this. I cannot get this stuff off. There's no way I'm gonna get it all out of here. I have sourced a new one, not a new one, but a one from a salvage yard. If you go underneath the headliner, you can pull the headliner down a little bit, and there's 4 screws on these ends, and the sides there's 3 that come up. So we're going to try that today and see if we can get this sunroof operational. So this is the first time I've ever tried to do use the sunroof. So let's put the screens back. Let's do the rear one, see what happens. Nothing. Oh, that's the rear one. I bet they switched this up by accident. Rear one is working. I bet when someone was in here before, they switched these plugs by accident, because that doesn't make sense for that to be the rear one. Anyway, oh, and it's not that from the, and this one does not work. It's not moving at all. So we're gonna take it out. So the first thing we have to do is take off these visors. Just with 3 screws here, 3 screws here. Then we'll take off this section. And it's just a series of screws, number 2 screws. And we'll take those off and I'll come on back. So that was not difficult at all. There were some screws missing from here, so obviously this has been worked on before. So I have labeled the rear switch, so I'll get those confused like the last person did. The secret to this is I got to get this headliner down enough to get access to those screws, or 20 torque screws. So there's 4. Let's go back. There's 4 on this side and this side, and then there's 3 on the ends. So the idea is get back there, but don't do a bunch of damage to the the headliner. Real quick, it's just these 3 Torx screws. 1, 2, and then I've already taken this one out. So I'm using this little ratcheting handle. It did come with tips, but this is a 20 Torx tip it did not come with. The tips are made so they don't come out. So I had to kind of tape this one in. I'm hoping to get within here without putting too much pressure on the headliner and messing it up. Okay, so I could not really get access underneath here. Well, I'm gonna have to remove some of these points to pull the headliner down a little more so I don't damage it. So this is the tool you have to have. That's what I started off with, and I tried to do a little low profile, but you really have to get the headliner low, like pull these out to get access there. But I've got them all 14 screws. I am not looking forward to putting them in. That was a pain in the butt. So I got the new sunroof in. I did put a big bead of caulk, clear silicone, around the edge. So should help with stop any leaks coming in on the outside. And we're going to put these screws in. I'm not really looking forward to it though. There we go. Alright, so I got all 14 screws done. That was not a lot of fun. You definitely have to have a tool where you can get some good grip and enough access to get your hand up there. I tried to use a small socket and put a 1/2 inch socket on there and then put this Torx driver on it, it's just no way. You gotta have enough torque to be able to get those screws on and off. So if you do lower these, you can get the the headliner down. So now we're back to putting everything back together. So we've got the headliner almost all the way back in, just don't have the sun visors and got to put this piece up. But well, we got it plugged in. Before we put it up, let's do a test run. So we should be able to do the back. Perfect. Now the front. Uh-oh. It's not working. Well, we'll have to see what that is. So I ran out of time yesterday, next day, but I went to the shop manual, the Rave shop manual, and I need to make sure everything is in sync with the motor. I did not do that yesterday, so maybe that was our problem. So if not, we might be picking up another motor from a salvage yard, or maybe the ECU for the sunroofs. Either way, that's kind of easy. That's kind of all plug and play. Well, the back one would work, but the front one would not. And I know because the switches have been switched before, it's not the switch. And you did hear clicking. I'm not sure if the clicking sound was coming from here or from the outstation, but I can get a salvaged one of those, another one of these, and we'll see what happens. So I've got another unit here. It does have the notch right here, like this. I got this from a salvage yard. Also got a new ECU, but we're gonna wait on doing that. We're gonna do this motor first. That's probably the most likely candidate. So I did just hook it up, press the button, and it started spinning. So I did use the Allen wrench to put the mark right exactly where it was. So I'm going to reinstall this motor now. So got it all done. The both sunroofs now work. So mission accomplished. Got it all back together.